Cool, so F5DC. Looks like you guys did this a few times. All right. I know you're walking on the net right now. I'm sure that's for training. You guys have any issues with that in your competitions? Are your judges allowing that, or is it just something that you do in training just to make things a little bit easier, Fred? Just let me know. Okay, so nice, quick key. First five's all right, a little big. This is not an easy dive, guys, especially from the 5 into the D. We want a really stopped, neutral feeling 5 so that the D is really easy to work with. And also, like the A slot, like here. Look at this build here. Are we still reaching out for grips, guys? We know the cost that comes with that. You know, if we've got, let me just take it back a little bit more. As I said, it's not an easy dive. You've got the 5. We want a really stopped and neutral 5, and we'll talk about that in a few seconds. And then off the grips, you know, we're very quickly onto grips on this jump, and it really hurts us. Look at this, you know, like Marconi's out of position, he's back a little bit, and he's reaching out for grips. And now because of that, his whole body is on one side, and it's pushing him out of the way. Okay, now, block 5. Ideally, guys, a little tighter. So rather than Manuel having this really wide reach, let's have the center points of Felipe and Fred just a little closer together. And then on block 5, yeah, we're going too far. Now, this is the center point. Manuel is hoping to see Marconi initiate his move. We know that Marconi's first move is this direction, right? Little sideways and then rotate. It's so easy for outside center to overdo this move because it's like we talked about on the 13, it's just easier to make that move. You're only trying to switch places with each other. So we should have completely stopped there. And you see, Manuel, how you've beaten Marconi over. Let's just go back again. Yep, so as I said, it's easier for you. So just cruise on the outside center, guys. Cruise and go about 3/4 of the distance that you're thinking right now. And then we'll end up with a lighter, easier finish to the 5. Because when we get these stretches, I'm really sorry, guys. Dropbox is not helping me with, yeah, look at that. So look at the size of this 5 at the end. I mean, that really blows for the next random move. We want to have a 5 that's completely stopped with Manuel's center point here, Marconi's center point a little bit closer as well. That's why we start with Marconi with the side slide and then the rotation so we don't end up with that pitch at the end as well. Okay, really nice B slot C. That's good. Cool, same thing on the B slot, guys. So let's just debrief this. First of all, the shape, a little bit of a funky shape, but have a look at Felipe. Look how far you go, Felipe and Fred. Let me just take it back. Oh, okay, sorry guys, for some reason. Okay, here we go. There's that same 5 now. So ideally, Felipe sees Fred moving, which is good. Fred, your first move should be sideways, because if you rotate first, what happens now is then you end up going forwards to the catch. There we go, forwards, look at that. And so now that's really hard to stop, and look how huge that 5 is. So please, Marconi and Fred, when you're in that slot, a little sideways first and then rotate to the finish. So you're doing all your translation at the first part of the move. And it's the same, it will be the same for Manuel now. You know, I remember Manuel, this is a really, really nice move. I remember before you had this thing of rotating quickly and then translating, but now you've fixed that and you go a little forwards and then finish with a rotation. And that's a much better 5 on that one, guys. So again, here it's kind of backing up around the corner, guys. Let's put it in between the long axis on that 5 build. Let me just show you that again. So 5, D, C. Okay, so here's the long axis, right, in between here and here. So it should be a little shift this way, little rotation here, and then Fred should pop out to here. Let's see what actually happens. Oops, sorry. My mistake, excuse me, guys. It's from the F. So from the F, my mistake. Here we go. So here is our center point, here and here. Yeah. So we want to build the 5 on that. And the whole thing rotates around. Yeah. So not only are we trying to build a 5, but the whole thing is moving 45 degrees up to 90 degrees around in the tunnel. Much better, guys, much better. So that was the right move there. Let's just have a look at that again. So Fred, good job. We're looking for a little sideways shift and then finishing with a rotation rather than a forward move. And that's a much better page of the block. It almost looks like a brain lock there from Manuel, not thinking about Felipe on the D build. Same problem there on the C, guys. Just got to stay off the grips and get more balanced. Okay, so 5s. The goal from this jump for me, the thing to take forward is we need to build consistent 5s on the long axis so that we're not backing up and around, adding extra momentum. And we need to keep very light, easy to catch 5s. And we do that with good shape and the correct move, much smaller for the center guys that are making the move.